You are cruising now. Be careful there, Michaela.
Are you being sarcastic or
Yes. Alrighty, friends. Well, welcome back to day 2 here of the Scaling Creative build out. Everything's going good. Michaela's hard at work on coffee table. She's knocking out about 1 per day total. So everything's going really, really well. And we are just on our way here to an office. Hopefully by mid-July we'll have desks set up. Just waiting for my new chair to arrive. I'm pretty excited about it, even though I don't really have a desk to sit at, so I probably should build. Okay, exciting box delivery. My new chair. Perfect. All right, today's project. I didn't like this whole import setup, how it is. So I think I'm gonna do this and move some desks this way, I'm thinking. I don't know. All right, now this is looking good. Disregard the boosted board in the case, those won't stay there, but super clean, super clean. Still have to do gaff tape on that. Biggest reason I actually chose these desks from IKEA is that two reasons. Number one, they have drawers, so each person has their own drawers, which just keeps things a lot cleaner because people don't have to like put keys and everything on top of their desk. More importantly, every one of them has cable management built in the back of the desk, and that is huge for me. So all these cables that used to be just an absolute disaster at the other office can be kept really cleanly because they have like this little slot here, so everything goes down the slot, and then underneath, everything hides right there, see? Everything hides in the system. Then I just gotta gaff tape those little parts of the back, but all those cables that are just like so messy in every single office now can stay just unbelievably clean, and that's just really exciting to me because I love clean cables. All right, we are making progress here. Things are cleaning up nicely. Pops, he's doing good right there. It's just the two of us today in the office. Mindy's actually away for a couple of weeks in Mexico, which is awesome for her. And then Michaela is not here today. She is hard at work doing something else. So it's just the two of us here, but it's nice and quiet. The cool thing about this office is even though it's downtown, it's very quiet. So I'm really excited about that actually, because there's not like a lot of road noise and car noise, and there was actually more noise at the other office, which was a less busy road by far, but it's just kind of, I think, just off the road enough that you don't really hear it, and it's way back there. So it's great, nice and quiet. It'd be good for the podcast as well, which we're still trying to figure out that whole thing. There's obviously a lot of different things that we did in the other office, the podcast being one of them, that we're definitely trying to figure out exactly how we want to set it up here, whether we want to do it like a couch setup, whether we want to set it up kind of how we did it previously, but in a different area. We're still unsure. There's also lots of different room there and like over there and different places that we're just trying to figure out exactly what we want to do with the space. We don't want to fill it up entirely so that there's no space to move. That's just kind of silly. We don't need every bit of space here, but I don't want it to feel empty either. So we're kind of in the midst of trying to figure out exactly what we want to do. So those are all the things I'm trying to figure out, just exactly how I want to set it up, what I want to do with the space, and what space I want to leave kind of as modular, because there are going to be times that we're doing random filmings in here, or maybe the podcast or different pieces where I want to have some sort of space so it doesn't feel like at all times every time I do something I have to move everything around. So it's kind of what I'm thinking for now. So one of the ideas I had obviously with this space is to be a space that I could do events in. So whether it's, networking events where I have clients come to, whether it's just client meetings, whether it's open house stuff, regardless, I have lots of plans to do things with the space. And one of the ideas that I had obviously was to be able to do different things that would allow some of you that watch this channel to come to this space for various reasons. Some would just be random, YouTube meetups. Others I think could be actual workshop based things on multiple things, whether there's certain ones that are on wedding filmmaking and they're like day-long workshops, or whether there's half-day workshops that have different purposes involved. Kind of what I really want to do a little bit more with this space is have that as an option, because now that it's obviously a public place here, it's it's accessible for people to find and obviously know where it is, which is fine with me. And so my thought is, if I did those kind of events, whether they were half-day workshops, full-day workshops on different things, all different types of subject subjects and different types of purposes, would that be something that you would possibly be interested in? Comment below. Tell me, A, would it be something you'd be interested in? And B, what type of stuff would you actually be interested in attending? Like what types of workshops or what types of things do you feel like you could benefit from or learn from if you've been following my channel for a while? And maybe I could come up with some ideas and some dates and some things that are happening. So I think it'd be kind of fun. And another whole video for another whole time. This is so nice. I've never been one to spend like a lot of money on an office chair. I mean, my last chair was like a $200 chair, so I kind of thought that was expensive. And I've seen like these Herman Miller chairs for a while. I've seen a lot of people use them. I've always liked the design, but I also was kind of like, man, it seems really expensive for a chair. But then I started to think about it more, and I think about the fact that I spend a whole lot of money on a bed, like a mattress. I'll spend a lot of money on a mattress and a pillow because I use them every day. But I sit in a chair a lot at work. So does Pablo. So it just makes sense that like, yeah, a chair is kind of expensive, and these chairs are definitely expensive, but they're very comfortable, and I think they're very good for your back. They're good for like your setup, so definitely not an ad at all. I really wish it was, so I didn't have to buy the chair, but I've been extremely happy with these chairs. They're the Herman Miller, I forget what they're called. If I remember, I'll put a link to them, but they're amazingly comfortable. I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but they are really comfortable. Very, very comfortable for your back. The back support is like really nice. Like when you sit in it, you just feel like you're sitting in a proper position. And you get some nice holes here, so it like gives some breathable air. Pablo even said that earlier, like he doesn't feel like it gets as hot in the chair. So these are the other ones we got. These are like kind of more generic style, and they're only like $90 on Amazon. For 80 bucks. They're not bad at all. They're definitely not unbelievably comfortable, but they're not uncomfortable either. But they kind of have the best similar type of style to it. So like there's the Herman Miller. There's the other one. Still white. Also, look how nice and clean that looks too. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow on the links.
On the links.
Dude, we are bringing it back.
Good to see everybody.
We are gonna be
bright and early.
Scoring low tomorrow.
Real low. Yeah. I'm gonna be pulling all sorts of muscles in the morning.
yeah. All right, see ya.
See ya.